Hello and welcome to Let's Play Blue Stinger. I'm Entrance Jew. Today with me is...
Anti-Aquas 5, what's up, everyone?
And today we're gonna throw that fish poison right into the water and kill all the fish and whatever else is there.
Yeah, they kind of deserve it. You know, that sign was, dead the fish, dead the fish!
And here we have that fish that Janine shot off the bridge with the sniper rifle. It's not the exact fish, but it is a fish that looks like that one.
Oh, because I was gonna say, if she did, that'd be such a jerk move to shoot it there.
And this slope, even though it looks like you can get to it from right there, nope, This whole slope itself is actually kind of unnecessary. The only thing it has is some extra bonus items. And you should be really careful if you're collecting the items here, because if you press the button to collect items, which is A, then you can climb up onto the railing right there, and Elliot will jump right off if you move incorrectly.
Oh, see, now that's something I would do.
Dogs can't swim, so he just stands his ground. If you climb up and move at all, you usually fall right back down as dogs.
Alright.
And here's a profession that I didn't know existed until right now.
A pathologist?
It makes eye medicine, I suppose. This is one of the only times in the game where we actually need to submerge to get underneath that gate, because if we were at the surface, then shit wouldn't fly. So this is this game's Snake Eater section.
No.
You just keep swimming. Normally you would stop to breathe, but if you're fast enough, you can make it in one breath if you surface right after getting into this section. We unlock a chain link fence, and if we stand too close to it, it doesn't let us go through it right after unlocking it. That's what happened to us when we were back in the Hello Market elevator. But we got an ID, so we're good. We just have to go back up to visit Janine and see what she has to say, what she has to use the license for. This game doesn't really have a whole big area, so it doesn't have us backtrack too many times. Just when it does, it's kind of... It's not even as bad as it would be in, like, Resident Evil or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a heck of a mess.
And I got myself slapped by that there. Fine, it's... I could have shot them down by now, but really, it's kind of a waste. You don't have to come back by them maybe one more time in the game.
So, like, how far would you say are you into this game? Like, 25, 50%?
I'm more than halfway through, actually, by now.
No.
I'm going for a completion time of less than 5 hours, and just stop to chow down on a burger.
Delicious.
I'm actually playing on hard difficulty. I don't know if I mentioned that yet.
Oh, I don't think you did.
So the game has me with less health, and enemies deal more damage than they usually do on normal mode. Benefit of this is that I get more unlocks nearing the end of the game.
Who is it?
Your mother.
What's the code?
My sweetheart.
They have us repeat this section every time. Every time we come through that door.
And then, did they ever really explain how they established that, or no?
Nope.
Of course.
Welcome home, tough guy.
This is for you, honey.
Come on, make it happen. Elliot, do you have a password? No luck. We need a password. What's the password? Gotcha. It's okay. The password's accepted. I guess we gotta give it up. The electric system is dead. We can't get into the host of the lab.
We have a light here.
It's coming from a different route. I'll bet you need a bigger electric system in the deep island.
What are they doing in such a place?
The lab there is called Fossil Home. Even security guards are not allowed to get in there. It's like a black box. I've never seen anything like it.
Can we get to the electric system?
I guess. We have Chris's ID.
Good. I'll go. Hey, dogs.
What?
Stay with Janine. I kind of have a bad feeling. When it comes to bad luck, my hunches tend to be right on.
Never mind. I don't need a guardian.
She made a choice.
Call me on the line if something happens.
What a bitch.
I think she's cute.
and Dogs is a complete asshole about it.
God,
She
what's the
d-
problem?
She didn't do anything in that cutscene to warrant that at all.
I know.
So this is the next section. We could go into those little doors over there, but we don't want to. Those machines are gonna fire 4 sets of lasers at us. And that enemy back there is new. It spits acid on us if we get up close. It's a wasp nesting. So,
Oh.
we're just gonna stand back and shoot it. It should be relatively safe to go up and melee it, but the acid does about half health, so it's not a really good risk to take because it's really hard to get out of the way of the acid spray.
So I'm assuming it has like a little radius where if you step in it, it'll start firing, but if you step are not there, it won't shoot.
Yeah, but its radius is actually pretty big. And the acid has a big splash, so getting up close to it is kind of a deadly proposition.
Oh boy.
And here we have a hermit crab spider jeep.
Koki.
He has poison breath that does half of our health, like every other boss in the entire game. We're actually running short on napalm rounds, so I decide to save them, and instead just shove this block out of the way, so we can just,
You know.
get on out of here.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, oh boy! Oh, what am I gonna do? Let's push this! You know.
No, there is a purpose to this. It's really hard to see, though. And because of the camera positioning and the way it changes right here, if you weren't listening in, you wouldn't know that there's a vine right in front of us.
Hmm.
And as far as Dogs is concerned, he doesn't know that there's a vine either,
Oh my god.
because he's not even shooting it. I thought maybe I was looking at it wrong, but no, Dogs just does not want to shoot it with the bowgun. Even though the bowgun usually takes it out in 3 hits. So we step it up and pop out the railgun.
Ooh.
It's pretty powerful, but I don't like using it much because it's more effective on enemies later on. But clearing that vine out of the way gives us access. I was just making sure there wasn't a vine up there too because my memory gets a little bit foggy. It gets us access to this
Ooh.
Gatling gun, and we get 399 rounds for it.
Oh yes. Now, do you have to walk all the way around?
Oh, yes, we do.
Ugh.
I was actually really worried about that vine because if a vine ever gets you in a position like that and it slaps you closer to it, which can happen, you'll get cornered, and as soon as you're done being on the ground and stand back up, it'll do another sweeping animation, and it'll usually stun lock you until you're dead.
Oh, so it's like the enemy's version of the sumo shirt.
The vines are the worst enemy to get stun locked by, because there is no escape. So we could use the railgun, but that would burn up a lot of our ammo. And we could use the napalm gun, but we're going to need it later. So why not test out our brand new gun?
There you go.
The ammo display on the side isn't very reflective of how many ammo shots actually fit in the clip of the gun. So it's hard to actually gauge how much ammo you have left, because I've already fired off quite a few rounds, and I think my ammo counter only went down by 2 just then. The Gatling gun, that's not me controlling it, the way it's spraying off to the side. If you hold it down, dogs would indefinitely just fire it left and right.
So he's just trying to look cool.
Yes. So, what I'm actually doing is aiming a little bit to my left, so that I get most of the hits in on the hermit crab jeep there. This enemy has a reveal later in the game that's a little bit more effective and surprising, but since I'm showing everything off, I may as well show this guy off too. I don't even know what a jeep is doing on a helipad.
You know, now that I think about it, what is a jeep doing there? Because you bring up a very valid point.
And with the whole theme of this game, most enemies are mutated from some life forms that are already on the island. For example, the crewmen. They, as I posted in the thread, there's concept art for Mac, and he was basically used in varying stages of evolution for most of the humanoid creatures in the game. This hermit crab, there must have been a hermit crab just laying around somewhere in this area, and after the meteor hit, it caused it to mutate into a jeep monster.
I guess it's like one of those, like, Marvel comic origin stories. You know, it was coincidentally right under a jeep when suddenly, wah 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 wah.
It was bitten by a radioactive jeep.
Exactly.
Another feature of the Gatling gun that's about to get shown off is that it automatically reloads clips, which is quite convenient. Like the napalm launcher has a very long reloading animation. Well, longer than most of the other weapons that we've had. We get to deal with the spider jeep crab, and he's down.
There we go.
Truth be told, there was not a purpose in defeating him.
So he was purely optional.
You could have just pushed the boulder out of the way and gone and get the Gatling gun and have that be that.
Yes!
The only reason you may want to defeat him is so that he doesn't stun lock you against the boulder like he could have if I didn't run around him and displace him. These lasers don't actually do much damage, fortunately, because it's very easy to get hit by them. But that's about it for this episode. It wasn't very eventful, sorry, but thanks for watching.
Thank you, guys.